Hi, Marvin from World Fitness, and today I'll be introducing the BodyIron Commercial Pro Standing Multi-Flight. The BodyIron Flight machine has 13 different pinholes or adjustment points, so no matter what movement you're doing or what shape or size you are, you'll be able to find a notch that suits your height and body type. So the handles of the flight machine carry a bit of weight. So the flight machine comes with this counterbalance pin, which is adjustable. So as you can see, the weight of the handles is a lot heavier than the 5 kilo. But if I put it in the 15, everything lines up. And if I actually do these, it's almost like I'm doing no weight at all. So it's basically floating, and you add resistance accordingly. Okay, so there's 4 main movements you can perform with the multi-standing flight machine. So that side raise, lateral raise is probably the most common exercise that you do with it. You can also stand to the side, do a front raise like that. The other exercise, you can do a decline fly. So you don't have to go right down, get on a bench, get someone to hand you dumbbells. This is a lot easier to set up than that. And finally, you can do a reverse fly. Instead of just supporting all your weight, you've got this nice head pad. You can rest your forehead on there for maximum stability. So the adjustment point reminds me a lot of a brake bike. I pull the lever towards me and I go down accordingly to the height that I want. If I'm performing a reverse fly and I want to make it more challenging, I'll put it at the lowest height. However, if I want more of a like 45 degree, which is more beginner friendly or good for heavier weight, I'll put it a little higher. So this headrest, which can be inserted like so, is for extra support when you're doing the reverse fly movement. When I do reverse flies with dumbbells, here I've got no tension, here I've got maximum tension, and it's like a weird strength curve. And the more I go out, the harder it's getting. The great thing about this, it's consistent. So my readouts are getting even load, no matter where I'm at, whether I'm at the bottom of the movement or right at the top. Alright, so what I'm noticing about that side raise in comparison to dumbbells, dumbbells obviously you're working with gravity. So from about here to here, your medial deltoid, which is the target muscle, gets a lot of tension. Anything below or above just makes my shoulders click. In comparison to this flight machine, you get consistent tension because it's from a cable. So if I get the dumbbell and I'm lifting 8 kilos, it's going to be 8 kilos through here to here, and it's going to drop to basically 0. It's going to be dangling. When I'm on the flight machine, I'm like that. I'm getting that consistent. I've got on 15 kilos at the moment. I'm getting that 15 kilos worth of tension, no matter what point in the movement, whether I'm at the bottom, the top, or halfway in between. This consistency is great for time under tension and stimulating the medial head of your deltoid for hypertrophy purposes. So when raising the carriage, it does have a bit of weight to it, so you may need to use your other hand to assist. So I've got one hand on the brake, one hand up the top of the flight handle, and adjust accordingly like that. This is a decline fly. So what I don't like about doing decline flies with dumbbells, again, the tension. Up here, there's nothing. When you go wide, there's maximum, but there's that in between where you're almost giving your muscles a break. You're doing yourself a disservice if you want maximum muscle growth. The other thing is the amount of effort and just mental energy it takes to get in that position. I find when my wrists, shoulders or elbows are banged up, it's not actually doing the exercise that hurts, it's actually getting the dumbbells into position when you're off balance. With this, set it up, that caused my elbows, joints, no grief at all. Grab the handles, and I come down. Squeeze at the end, stretch up, and up here has exactly the same amount of tension as down here. So another great thing about this exercise is is at the bottom of the movement, I'm pretty much doing the most muscular. So I can load this up and I can actually practice holding the pose, looking massive, and then I can stretch out, pump myself up even more for the next rep. So I look absolutely huge. So the thing I noticed about that front raise, a lot of times when I'm doing a dumbbell front raise, the force strength curve, it like makes my shoulders click, it makes my shoulders shoot forward. This one, because it is a consistent tension throughout the entire movement, I felt like it was a lot easier on my shoulder joint. So with the tricep movement, it's a pretty decent single arm movement. One thing I usually get with single arms with cable machines at the gym is the increments are huge. Even you put on like the 2.5 kilo plate, if you go one step higher, the difference is just huge. With this one, because of the weight ratio, with this particular movement, I can gradually increase depending on my strength level. I can do like a periodization style load and get stronger every week. I know I kept mentioning this with the dumbbells, but when you are doing bicep dumbbells, heaps of tension here, none up the top. When I do single arm biceps with the flight machine, I'm getting maximum tension up the top. I can flex and stretch. $110 kilo for the three predominant shoulder movements, which are front raise, side raises, and the reverse fly. That weight range is huge. The bottom plates, the ratio is more like 2-to-1, or possibly even a little less, because I can do the whole stack. And in regards to that fly movement, the decline fly, I'd use that as a finisher at the end of my workout. However, on all shoulder movements, the ratio is 1-to-1. Thank you for watching.